The Lutronic Genius RF Microneedling is a great way to turn the clock back about 5 years. You start seeing the tightening at 6 weeks after, where you see here that the jowls and the neckline are just starting to improve. 3 months, you get even more tightening and lifting. The sculpting from the killing of the fat and the neck and the jowls is immediate. The skin tightening is what takes 6 months and lasts for years. Here you see in a year after, more obvious skin tightening. Brow skin is so thick that it takes 3 microneedling treatments instead of 1 to get a great brow lift like you're seeing here. The procedure is done with topical numbing cream to keep it comfortable, and we take it off one section at a time. Typically the numbing cream is on for a full hour. The blood that you're seeing here is going to be wiped off at the end so you don't leave with a bloody face, and the redness is going to go away in about an hour. We recommend the application of growth factors at the end. Here you're seeing that initial tightening visible at 6 weeks. We're always taking off the numbing one section at a time and putting the growth factors to enhance healing. Here you're seeing the redness already just about gone at 1 hour. Here you're seeing the face actually being sculpted to get rid of the unwanted fat and the jowls and the jawline, because he has a little bit of a fat face, and to help sculpt his face. The sculpting is actually immediate because the fat dies immediately from the needles going a little deeper in that area, and it's actually quite comfortable with the topical numbing cream, and we're killing the fat in his neck almost like a small amount of liposuction, even though this is non-surgical. We apply healing factors topically at the end, and he even came back a month later for plain old microneedling, no radiofrequency, just to allow more healing factors to be applied as a second dose to get even more tightening. As a result, you're seeing him at 3 months with some really good tightening of his skin. Once again, he looks like he lost weight even though he didn't, because the fat in his neck was killed with the RF microneedling. Some people don't even want the procedure on their face because they feel their face is essentially perfect and they just want to tighten their jawline and neckline, and while they're at it, the décolletage to help with the crepey skin. The neck tends to get a little redder and a little more rash look, but even this is gone in about 2 hours after the procedure, and this is being done just to give her a straighter jawline because she had a little bit of unwanted jowls, nasolabial folds, and marionettes, and she didn't like the crepey skin of her décolletage. We always recommend the application of topical growth factors at the end to enhance the healing. And the redness that you see here goes away in about 2 hours because it takes a little longer on the neck. We can also use the smaller RF microneedling device tip. This one only has 16 needles instead of the normal one that you're seeing here that has 49. The one that is finer like this allows it to get into the below the eyebrows better and get into the fine crevices. It actually is more comfortable because it's smaller. The blood is once again going to be wiped off at the end, so you don't leave with the bloody face that you're seeing here. And as a result of doing it 3 times to this thicker skin of the eyebrows, she was able to get a significant eyebrow lift that will last for years. Some people only want to lift the nasolabial folds and marionette folds, so we just do the jowls with the RF microneedling. This is a lot quicker. It only takes about 15 minutes to do this area, and as always, we do recommend the application of topical growth factors at the end of the procedure to enhance the tightening that will result from the procedure. You can also use this on any part of the body where you'd like to tighten the skin, and it also helps with stretch marks. So on the buttocks, we actually do a little deeper, but right into the stretch marks mainly, but also on the entire buttocks. But because this procedure does take a long time, this can take about an hour, and if it did the whole buttocks, it would take 2 hours. We just recommend the RF microneedling mainly on the actual stretch marks and do the opus plasma to the entire buttocks. It's not as strong, but it can be done completely in the entire area to stimulate even more tightening. This takes about 2 weeks to heal. Here you see immediately afterwards a little bit of redness. Some people want to use the Lutronic Genius RF Microneedling to decrease sweating of their armpits. Since the armpits can be more uncomfortable, we do a ring block. We actually inject the numbing medicine as well as topically, and then we do the RF microneedling in 3 passes to the entire area that is sweating in the armpit. This is completely painless and it feels fine afterwards. You're actually cooking the sweat glands. We recommend you repeat the procedure at 1 month one more time so that you get a 90% reduction in sweating. You can book your free consultation online at drgoodnight.com.